You already know how special Patrick Mahomes is. He's the kind of quarterback who can make plays when nothing else is working. The guy who finds a way on 3rd and long, who turns broken plays into scoring drives. But what's becoming impossible to ignore, and what the Yahoo piece lays out plainly, is that Mahomes is now doing playoff-level work just to give the Chiefs a chance to win. That isn't sustainable. From the jump, the story feels simple. Elite quarterback plus underperforming. Supporting cast equals too much pressure on one player. You can feel it every time the offense stalls, every time Mahomes has to do the heavy lifting on the ground or scramble out of trouble because the protection broke down. The result is a team that looks good when Patrick is at his best, but brittle when he's forced into overtime heroics week after week. For you as a fan, that's exciting in the moment and terrifying across a season. Let me put it this way. When one player tilts the balance of a game, that often the other side of the ledger starts to show cracks, missed blocks, a thin receiving bench, inconsistent running game support. Those are things that add up to a quarterback who's running out of margin for error. It's not that Mahomes suddenly became better than he was. It's that there's less help around him than you'd expect on a team built to win championships. Here's the thing I want you to answer in the comments right now. Do you trust Mahomes to carry this team through a full playoff run if the support doesn't improve? Type yes or no below, and be honest. While you type that, do me a favor. Hit subscribe and help us reach 5,000 subscribers. We're building the best spot for Chiefs breakdowns, and your support matters. Also, give this video a like if you want more deep takes like this. Now let's break down the part of the Chiefs that everyone's been side-eyeing, the offense around Mahomes. This isn't the same well-oiled machine we've been spoiled by in past seasons. Start with the receivers. Kansas City's wide-out room has felt shaky. There's talent, sure, but not enough proven reliability. Drops, poor separation, and an overall lack of consistency are forcing Mahomes to extend plays far longer than he should. You can almost sense when a drive stalls because the receivers just aren't winning their routes. Instead of quick, efficient drives, you get long, stressful possessions where Mahomes has to improvise. That's not a sustainable way to run an offense for 17 games, let alone the postseason. Then there's the offensive line. On paper, the Chiefs invested in keeping Mahomes upright. In reality, it hasn't been clean. The pocket collapses too quickly, and while Mahomes is a master at escaping, he shouldn't need to live outside the structure on every 3rd down. Every hit he takes now is another worry for December and January. The line doesn't need to be perfect, but right now it's far from giving him the comfort zone he deserves. And let's not forget the run game. Part of the reason defenses can play so aggressively against Mahomes is because they don't always respect the ground attack. When the backs aren't consistently moving the chains, it creates one-dimensional drives. Defenses load up on pressure and say, "Fine, Mahomes, beat us with magic." Most of the time he does. But again, that's not the balance you want when you're chasing another Super Bowl. Put all of this together, and you see the picture. Mahomes is essentially running uphill every Sunday. Every weak spot, a drop, a missed block, a stuffed run, increases the pressure on him to bail the team out. Sure, he's capable, but no quarterback in history wins long-term without help. That's why this conversation matters for the kingdom. So let me throw this back to you. Which offensive unit worries you the most right now? Is it the receivers, the offensive line, or the run game? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll be reading. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button and help us climb to 5,000 subscribers. That's how we keep growing this Chiefs community together. Also, don't forget to ring the bell for the next breakdown. Trust me, you're going to want to hear what we've got coming. All right, so we've laid out the issues on offense, but here's the natural follow-up question. If the offense is stumbling, can the defense and special teams balance things out? The truth is that the answer hasn't been straightforward. Defensively, Kansas City has shown flashes of real strength. There are games where the pass rush gets home, where Chris Jones and company completely collapse a pocket and change the momentum. You've also got corners who have stepped up in coverage, forcing quarterbacks into tough throws. When everything clicks, the defense looks like it belongs in the conversation with the league's best. But consistency hasn't been there. Too often, the defense can't finish drives. They'll get an opponent into third down and long, only to give up a costly conversion. Or they'll tighten up for 3 quarters and then allow a back-breaking touchdown in the 4th. It's those little lapses that erase the good work and put Mahomes right back in the hot seat. And when the margin for error is already so thin because of offensive struggles, that hurts double. Special teams fall into a similar story. Harrison Butker remains reliable as ever, and field position hasn't been a disaster, but there have been those 1 or 2 coverage lapses or missed opportunities that feel magnified when every possession counts. When Mahomes is forced into must-score mode because of a special team slip-up, you feel the imbalance. So can these units pick up the slack? In spurts, yes. They've proven they can deliver in big moments, and in a league where defenses bend but don't break, sometimes that's enough. But when the goal is another Super Bowl run, sometimes isn't good enough. What the Chiefs need is consistency, week in, week out, knowing that the defense and special teams can take pressure off Mahomes instead of piling it on. Here's a question for you. If you had to put your trust in one defensive player to change the tide for Kansas City this season, who would it be? Drop the name in the comments. I want to see who you're riding with. And while you're at it, hit subscribe and help us reach that 5,000 subscriber milestone. We're building this channel for die-hard Chiefs fans like you, and your support keeps it going strong. Don't forget the like button too. It helps push these conversations out to more of Chiefs Kingdom. Now let's talk solutions. What can this team do, in the short term and long term, to fix what's broken? Starting with the short term, game plan adjustments are key. Coaches might look to simplify certain offensive schemes, get the ball out of Mahomes' hands quicker, and involve more running back and tight end routes to create dependable options. Even small tweaks in play calling can reduce the pressure on him. And if the line is struggling, sliding protection or quick passes can help limit those brutal hits that wear him down over a season. These aren't glamorous fixes, but they can keep the team competitive while bigger changes are on the horizon. Personnel moves are another immediate option. If injuries or depth issues continue, the Chiefs could look at signing free agents or bringing in mid-season acquisitions to strengthen the receiving core or reinforce the offensive line. Sometimes it's not about superstar talent, but about reliable bodies who know their assignments and can execute. Every little bit helps to take the load off Mahomes. Then there's the long-term picture. Drafting and developing young talent is always part of the solution. Investing in offensive line depth and weapons for Mahomes in the next draft cycles will pay dividends. And don't forget the coaching side. Tweaking schemes, emphasizing balanced offense, and building situational awareness can make a difference over time. Even elite quarterbacks need a team designed to win, not just one built to survive. Here's a question for you. If you could make one move to help Mahomes right now, what would it be? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whether it's signing a free agent, changing a play call, or even a coaching tweak, I want to hear it. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We're chasing 5,000 subscribers, and every like, comment, and share helps us keep delivering these deep dives to Chiefs fans like you. All right, Chiefs Kingdom, here's where we tie it all together. The big takeaway? Kansas City is in a delicate spot. They have a superstar quarterback, flashes of brilliance on defense, and some pieces that could come together. But the lack of consistent support, especially offensively, means that every game is high stakes. Every mistake, every dropped pass, every missed block magnifies the pressure on Mahomes. That's the reality fans need to understand going into this season. That said, there's reason for cautious optimism. If the team can tighten up the offensive line, get more reliability from the receivers, and maintain solid defensive performances, the Chiefs can still make noise in the playoffs. And let's not forget, Mahomes has done the impossible before. But the margin for error is thinner than ever, and every fan should be ready for a roller coaster ride. Comment below. Are you optimistic or worried about this Chiefs season? I want to see where the kingdom stands. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and ring the bell. Our goal is 5,000 subscribers, and your support is what keeps these in-depth Chiefs breakdowns coming.